Incendiary onto the Palace. Execute comes out for Paravision in the pistol. And Mozia's got the first blood. Stalls for a second, but the trades come out. G comes in with his, playing off triple for man advantage. It's AW picking up a couple of kills in the pistol already. What's left of TYLOO was over here towards Ticket. AW could just be piecing together a quad, but James kind of lets him off the leash, lets him take some contact, and timing could work out for Mercury. Berettas have slipped up, and AW you'd think gets caught off guard by this, but I love the way he just keeps coming in and out of this battle, then peels away alongside James. They're going to force Mercury's hand. Either he comes out to confirm they're still over there, or James was willing to be the guy who had to clutch this. You saw the way he sat back with bomb on ramp, right? Really wanted AW to go confirm things.
No kit here for Mercury, no smoke.
James was playing with option, and it's a very tough retake here for Mercury. Oh, instantly executed. Huge multi-kill moment for AW. A supportive element of this Paravision core.
The last map was, I feel like, evidence enough. Just that map alone showed how much potential they have at this event. So, unfortunate draw here for TYLOO. Will be tough.
Ooh. G's going to open up 5v4 in the first gun round. Nice. Boys with the hold on Palace, and Belchanok gets dropped. AW emerging, just working with the MAC-10, and luckily here there are layers. This is a good round for G, showing us there's going to be some op presence for James to have to handle. First gun round comes out from TYLOO, and we get that G triple frag.
Let's go, guys!
That's what I'm talking about, G.
I think maybe watching the other Chinese teams fall out 0-3, right? It's like the two other Chinese representatives both dropped 0-3, so I think there's a little bias skewing that we're all kind of thinking that the China hype of Austin has kind of come to an end.
That was the joke, Connor.
No. There's no time for jokes, Launders. TYLOO.
This is the major.
This is what they all fight for. Not much of a fight on this one.
It could be if they're not careful. Uh-oh, now stairs. Careful, Mercury. Just don't give one back. Oh,
there it is.
Double ramp setup should be good.
Yeah, attacker coming in. Deals with Shello.
Oh, no.
Tech9 still finds a victim. This is a 2 versus 4, 1 kill deep, but AW, hands on an AK now, took a ton of damage.
Do it.
Oh, he's got him. Clips the leg out, 10 seconds to the clock. James will get blindsided, and we go from a triple kill out of G to majority alive TYLOO, making the most of that one.
You don't know the couch molly?
The sun may not come out tomorrow. Ooh, easy challenge. Attacker puts a quick end to Shello. Ooh, unfortunately still sitting now 2 and 6, but they spot Jam Young, or at least they soften him up, and that's fine by him. Repositions off the teammate's cover. TYLOO as a pack, as a unit, looked really good so far this game, and that pressure to get the exit into A site continues. Belchanok still with nothing, except that bomb up in Palace, and James trying to help him, but he can offer nothing here whatsoever. TYLOO comfortably now taking over this game. 4 rounds in a row since the gun round, since G's 3K, have not looked back.
Paravision must feel amazing after last week, better than anybody else. So they had their plate full here at TYLOO, and they're doing an excellent job.
Ooh, but careful now. Nota, Tech9 kill. But how do you get in when no murder hole control is yours? This is going to be 4 players off Ticket.
They've got Jam Young smoke. This is the only way that they can draw some T's out if they get into the site, but they need like 1 trade. This one's under balcony. They need to set their eyes forward on this, get scaling.
It's a Deagle shot first. Attacker, not too worried about that one. Starts to push the issue, finds a kill, and then sets up Mozia. James is waiting, AK in hand, has to be cautious of that off cover that starts to come through. Wallbang's not there, the bodies line up, the defuse is stopped. That is Nota finding it barely, and then as they stick another one, do they have it? Down to the wire. Oh, and it pops. It's going to cost both of TYLOO's bodies. A retake attempt, 4 strong out from Ticket, but they miss it by less than a second.
So close because of that Tech9 kill, just as we're praising TYLOO.
Looking to double down on that last one, and they get away with a bit of mid-presence here for Nota. KW setting up nades as that 3-player push comes out from the apartments. Shello looking for the entry as they lose their cat player. This allows for Mozia to just turn attention back, and Mercury quick on the scene. Easy hold from the catwalk player. And this one out of Paravision just doesn't even get a chance to hit the ground. AW with a big recovery, knows there's still 2 players in sight, and he's trying to zone them. He's now cut through 2 of the 3. Rotate in the form of G, Op back in market, and TYLOO are going to give space to AW.
Yeah, they're going to let him plan. He's got low HP. They just want him to bleed down the clock, and first peek comes down. Attacker takes care of things, but AW shows us some good aim, and he has shown us some good moments. But still, the hold, it's beautiful.
Yes, sir.
And they're getting the first kill on these rushes. He keeps an eye on the window. That's the only thing that he has to watch, and G can really focus forward. And this smoke, he offhands it, but he's in a solid spot now.
Another connector smoke to make sure they all get around that corner. Oh, Jam Young holds it through the windowsill, loses the offer back sight, and there's AW's Tech 9 to come through. Still enough to work with here for Paravision. At the very least, it's a bomb plant. TYLOO go 3 strong, back through the market, immediate pressure out through the windowsill. Shello gets there. And so, as he re-peaks in a moment, who's his next victim? Fire at his feet, misses a chance to strike down Mozia, but an M4 picked up. It's an AW clutch attempt again. Forced to switch to the sidearm, the swing comes through. How many times will he get close? How many times will TYLOO take him out of it?
Yeah, I mean, that's such a good play at the end, but overall, TYLOO, it's another solid round. I love the way that they boost up towards B.
No.
Yeah, that's a good point, eh?
I mean, their 2
Always
map
close.
losses was 11
round.
rounds, 9 rounds.
Oof, this'll work. Very nicely done.
Dude, dominant. Even in a gun round, right? Now you're talking about a TYLOO that's got confidence clearly in the play.
They were flashed as well, but I don't think they threw one. That might have been a T-flash at the same time. I'm not sure. That was beautiful.
Great recovery kill from Nota.
They have great spots to hold this, I mean. Yeah.
Back turned, yeah. Belchanok makes a critical error. Yeah, they write that off. Quick little ladder jump from Mozia as he pounces. It's a jump scare moment for Paravision. Clearly unprepared for both sides of that. You know, you're just going for a jump scramble over. AW to another clutch attempt, has bomb possession.
He'll win one of these eventually, right?
You'd think, but I mean, the odds always stacked so high in the other team's favor. Fake plants once. Jam Young, caught with a grenade in hand, just trying to peel away from the site. Buying time for the rotates over, and he saw the player down Cat. He's gonna go for this bomb plant. G is not coming in immediately through market, and AW, this one's looking a little more likely. Gets the duel to attacker, just can't manage. All of these attempts have looked good. So that could either lead you to believe that the recovery is going to happen because it so consistently has, or Paravision are really playing without a critical element of their system. That op is offline. It's also the 3rd player into this A commitment, sending riflers in front. They're going to pounce on the connector players. G's got a good shot recovery, a second one. His 2 teammates beyond him go down, but he brings that op alive inside of the A site. And considering a further peek, Jame is not too far off still, with other teammates to work off of, including another bit of mid-round impact here from AW. Nota covers, now 3v1. This looks like Paravision have broken down the doors at the A site. G, the only player to put up any kind of a fight this round for TYLOO. And they've got Mozia in a tough position. He's gonna find that immediate kill to AW. He's still working with 100 health as well.
Does he think it's he doesn't think it's a double A ramp setup.
Even though bombs planted for it, very nervous about the other side of the bomb site. We'll see if he just kind of lets that side of the brain go and just focus over towards where the one. Now he spotted both. They give him that bit of an edge, but they come out with conviction and leave it to Jame and Co. to wait till late in this half to squeeze out a couple more rounds.
Some nice kills there. It's a big distraction as they decide to pull out of the A ramp really quickly. So it looks like TYLOO fell for this one a little bit, over-invested in middle.
Pops it but doesn't watch it. Goes back and, I mean, you could have kept eyes on that. You would have found them exposed. Shello dying out inside of Sandwich, but still finds attacker from beyond the grave. Good amount of damage done here to the others on Paravision, but no contest on the bomb plant. And G can't find that angle as he now gets smoked from connector. They're gonna go and emphasize Tetris again. His double up, and not to mention a 3rd over towards the ramp. How much free room do they give him? G gonna be posted, finds Jame. You take down a very clutch element of this post plant, and this op's gonna try to work up close. Missed no scope, but a swap over to the AK. AW doesn't help, and then Jam Young finds the angle wide, so a bit of disjointedness there from the low health players of Paravision, and we get a 2v3 retake here for TYLOO to keep Paravision at bay. G riding the hype as well. You're so right about that. You know, he kind of brings it to the server for the team. Just such a ball of energy. AW is going to keep racking up that ADR, and Nota's got an easy frag. Attacker's head pops up before he tries to push the smoke.
It's going to feel like a B play for sure, though.
But remember the Paravision win streak on this map. You know, no strangers surely to a rough go of it on the T side.
That bomb's going to come back to A, right?
They're figuring it out. Give them a second. Tailoo footing inside of the B site. You got all of Paravision here. Why would they ever think bomb is still in T spawn, Launders? Why would they ever think that?
I don't know.
In fact, why would it ever happen?
Why would it ever happen? And okay,
No,
I still think you've got to go back to A though, G. They can start to go towards cat, right? If they're not worried about it, and then they can start playing towards post plant. Okay.
God, no way. Just
oh,
no way.
Jamyoung.
Just kill them all. P250 execution on the push through door. Jame now realizing bomb's on the other side. Has to deal with this player first, or else he's not allowed to leave. And this poor guy has been outplayed. G sits on the other side of the map for the entire round. And honestly, if Jamyoung doesn't get those 2 fadeaway P250 kills, it's a 3v2 retake inbound to the A site. Instead, we've got Tailoo playing Jame games against him.
That was nice out of Jamyoung, man. Just sliding across the screen on cat with that perfect crosshair placement as we're used to seeing. Especially just because how good Tailoo look and how much more it feels like they have to offer. But T-side's a new side.
Here we go. And again, just to reiterate, this is the first time Jame has not been a component of Paravision and their fight.
And they are still 10-1 on Mirage.
For better or for worse. Mozia coming barreling through. Don't you start dying to USPs now. It's only 2 MAC-10s here for Mercury and Attacker. What's wild is this is a Paravision without Kevlar even, so MAC-10 should be fine. That scout damage is only 11. Another drop down out through the window. Cat player wants to leave. Nota comes through with the Deagle headshot, and they've got Tailoo on their toes. Cat player escaped. Jame takes a bunch of damage, trying to keep that scout output up. Mercury locking this in towards the marketplace. It's going to boil down to AW getting in, and whether or not he can strike while there's a distraction on the other side. They use their CT smoke just to try and create some ambiguity. Do players climb out? Do Tailoo lose track of this? Paravision going to try to crush out through the marketplace. Mercury takes his time, then takes control of inside of it, and Jame is now the last player left. Great recovery here for Tailoo. If only they had Kevlar, there would have been more of a fight, but I don't think Paravision ever think they're going to get that close.
No, definitely not. I thought AW's in that he's having the kind of game and in the perfect spot to peak last.
Opening kill. Jame is down in the dumpster. 4 and 12 is
No
Jame at the
way.
moment. 3 individual moments come out for Tailoo, and then AW only able to catch 1.
That's beast mode out of Tailoo. What are those entries?
Shello has looked like a shell of himself. He'll find Jamyoung, sure, but still 3 more players to get through. And he wins the second duel, taking minimal damage, right? 2 frags, 27 damage back his way. This is a winnable 1 versus 2 as far as he is concerned. At the moment, no kit though. And that's going to play against him. He knows this AK is important, and still there are elements of Jame in this team, of course. What's better, to go for the save or to chance this retake?
He's got a flash. We've got to watch for this one. Oh,
there
Mercury
it goes.
as well.
Deep into ticket. It's going to blind 2, but Beltranok up in front gets an upgrade for his efforts, and then instantly dies out to G. Trade's good for AW. He gets popped. We go back and forth, and then the double out from Jamyoung. 3 alive still. That's 5v5 as bomb goes down, and majority of Tailoo still standing. A retake that gets chucked in the bin. Don't think we've seen Jame with an op in his hand on the CT side. The economy just hasn't afforded for it. It's going to be a short-lived CT attempt at a Paravision. AW has been trying to be the hero, but he'll be burned out by Attacker. And all of Tailoo ready to just jump out onto the B site. Jame connects. Shello finds 1. And this defense is hanging on, but Jame actually rotates over to the molly and dies. Good on Shello to get that multi-frag. Good on Paravision to give us at least 1 more round to talk about.
Yeah, so many to work with, but here's a good start, at least on this B play.
Jame may not have had an op, but he does come through with a kill. Remember the score. It was 4-14, but maybe there's not a lot of rounds still left. Insta pressure out through middle. 2 bodies go down. Paravision, a 3v5 demanded of them. G trying to catch the cat player. Instead, loses his teammate through connector, but that's fine. Trade looks towards the A site. AW trying to, again, be the difference. Critically missed op shot out of Jame, and that is uncharacteristic. This will be a notable result because Jame was nowhere to be found for Paravision. A team that scraped out wins to progress into stage 2, that were riding the hype and had the community convinced that they could still try to take this on. Jame winning people back over, but it is TYLOO in the face of a disappointing major for China who step it up to a whole new degree. From G's 3K in the first gun round to a dominant CT half. Now this is the TYLOO that we would all hope for on arrival in Budapest.
Well, already a couple of upset. This one's got to be upset of the day. This is really great from TYLOO. They just never had any chance of losing, it feels like, towards the end.
What a surprise. Guns for $1 yet again. Not tired? Stop wasting time and money on junk. With Hellcase, your inventory will turn into a fairy tale.